Introduction. DDoS is like sending multiple packets to a target at the same time to different IPs or different sources, such way that service provider services that can be used by the client damage their server and damage their system, so we can get access about the server service. DDoS attack is a flooding of massive packets to a server or an web application or any kind of services or the service providers. So such way that we can't the legitimate clients that can't access the service. So this may lead to loss for the company or any other data distractions. This is called as the DDoS attack. Uh, DDoS attacks are performed in sending of packets with sizes. There are if a company server is very small and very weak, we can't DDoS the server. DDoS the server by sending small packets and flooding with small data structures. But if the company is very big like Google or some kind of Amazon, we need to send a huge data packets. Such way the server can be the clients can't be reach the server, so it may lost in the company can maybe bankrupted or losses. What's the difference between DOS versus DDoS? DOS is a single person sending flood amount of packet to a source. Such way, uh, the server is can't be accessed by the client. It's a single server by from single IP address or a single area of network is called as DOS. If DDoS is sending packets from multiple IP address and multiple destinations, such as a hacker from India sends packets from here, and from US and another hacker will send from London. Every part of the country they send many flood the packets. Such way the service cannot be accessed by the clients. This is called as DDoS. How DOS attack works? DOS attack is creating bot users, multiple bot users, and send it to a server. Such way, it will recognize. It can't process the user data, and the server gets down. Sending multiple how to say multiple users that are not registered in the server uh, to that service, and the server cannot access the server cannot process the users, and the service may get down. This is called this method the DOS attack works. See, you can see in this diagram, hackers uh, hackers computer sending malicious packets, malicious traffic to the target. So such way the real users, the real client, the user client cannot access the target, so the server gets offline. This way the DOS attacks works. These can be stopped by, if the hacker wants to stop, they can stop, but there are prevention methods to stop this activity. We look at it later. First, this is the basic thing how DOS attack works. The hacker sent many flood the packets to the target server, so the real users cannot access the server. Aim of DDoS attack. The DDoS attack is based on anger or criticism or personal vengeance about the company or a targeted server, and this is used for training ground also. Training ground in such way that practicing how DDoS attack works, how the packets travel, what kind of packets are they are traveling. If uh, if a company if if a person is attacking, if you're using DDoS attack for a server, what packets are traveling? Sync packets or acknowledgement packets, UDP packets, TCP packets. So we can find which packets and how we can prevent the attack. So this is for training purposes also, but the training purposes we need to get permission to attack a company or organization. That's typically upon you only. Distraction from other malicious activity, uh, by checking the server frequently if the server is vulnerable to DOS attack, such way that malicious people or hackers from other outside can't make the service down. So this way also we can, the DOS attack is used for business practices, and for ransomware also we can use. They are using a DOS attack, such as they make the server down and they ask the company or organization some money to stop this illegal activity. And excuse me. Uh, and for the government also, they, some organizations used to do DOS attack to governments, such way the government servers or services we can't access by the normal users across the globe. Types of DDoS attack. Three types of DDoS attack: network or volumetric attack, protocol attack, application layer attack. Network or volumetric attack. Network or volumetric attack is attacking, flooding the packets to the network layer of the. You can see there are 7 OSI layers in this network topology, networking. So we are attacking the network layer by flooding many packets to the network layer. Such way, the service slowly it slows down, and the service cannot be accessed by the normal clients. This activity, the flooding of packets, generally happen through bot network only, not by legitimate users. Uh, they create a bot user packets and flood to the network layer. And bandwidth consumption, due to many packets are traveling to the particular server, so the the server cannot process the packets, and the server eventually slows down, and in one point of view it will not work even. This will consume a lot of bandwidth, so the legitimate clients cannot access the services what they need to access. There are three packet types of attack. UDP flood is flooding, sending of many UDP packets through the network layer. ICMP is like sending a ping request. For example, ICMP packets, generally if the server is up or not, we will use to check like using command ping. Ping, if a Google's IP address is 8.8.8.8, the packets is a reply from Google's 32-bit packet. Oh, sorry. It's a reply from 8.8, 32-bit packet. Time is 20 milliseconds. Time to leave is 59. The packets, this is a ping request is called ICMP. If I am reaching the ICMP of Google, and I am asking that you are alive or not. This is how ping works. This is pinging Google. If you can ping any other internet service providers or in any other websites, such way this is right now giving command ping dot 8.8.8. So four packets is traveled in time duration of 20 to 28 milliseconds. If, if the attack ICMP packet ICMP flood happens, um, in 1 second the packets of 2 lakh packets, no, 2 lakh is a huge amount. Mm, Around many packets are sent in 1 second, such way that service will be brought down slowly. This is ICMP flooding happens. Botnet activity, I said in previously that we create many bots have bot accounts and are created, and packets are flooded to the network layer. Is detail about ICMP flooding. See the request ICMP echo request. We are sending ping floods, sending many packets ping request to a particular server. So the server cannot process the ping, and server eventually get slows down and shuts off. The ping request is not sent from one IP address; it sends from multiple IP address, so that the server cannot detect and make an block the IP address and make the server run again. It's sent from multiple IP address, so it can't know which is the legitimate, and so it will eventually slows the server and makes down servers get down. That is called as spoofed IP address. SMB Lories. SMB Lories is sending of flooded packets to port number 445. Every Windows system runs SMB servers, server message block. It is used to communicate to the external services like printers and other devices. This SMB connection is flooded with many packets, flooded with many packets. Such way, the system can't handle the packets, and it eventually shuts down and it crashes. Such way, we have to, if it is in Windows, you have to change the OS. We have to format the OS and want to create a other thing. And this is not only for Windows. For Linux, is running Samba. The for SMB connection in Linux is Samba. If Linux server is running, if you send SMB flooded packets, the Samba service will be down. So eventually the Linux will be crashed, and we need to change the OS. Such way we will lose many data in that server. This is both in the Windows. This is malicious for Windows server as well as Linux servers. UDP flood is flooding of sending of many packets through UDP port, such as if we watching a video streaming online, it majorly transmitted to us through UDP packets only, because UDP is not secure packets, and but it needs to travel faster. It travels faster than TCP packets. Such way, sending many packets to the UDP port also makes the server slow, and one time it will shuts down the server. Application layer attack. Application layer attack is web page attack, like attacking a web page by sending many packets to the many packet requests to the web application. Such way the web servers cannot process the application, and eventually it slows down the web application. And one point of view, we can't access the legitimate clients can't access the application we want to access. Such as if a Google is running a if we are searching surfing in Google, a legitimate client is surfing in Google, someone is DDoSing the Google, we can't access the google.com. It keeps on loading, such way we can get the data from the Google. HTTP floods or HTTPS floods. HTTP floods is sending many packets to the port number 80. HTTP runs on port number 80. If, for example, if a web application is running, we can access a web application. It may basically runs on port number 80. So we send HTTP packets, random I data HTTP packets to the port number 80. Such way the legitimate clients can't access the web application. Such way the server will be get down. Specific target is if a web application running WordPress, Jamal, or any other software backend software of the web application, we used to attack the send the packets to the particular type of particular service. Such as if a web application is running WordPress for data storage, we will send packets to the WordPress. Such way the WordPress, if you want to log into the web application, but you can't log in because the WordPress keeps on attacking. So WordPress flooded packets are sent to WordPress, so we can't access the WordPress, so we can't log into that particular web application. Protocol attack is sending packets, sending different packets from different services, different ports, and different IP addresses. The IP spoofing. One of the ping of death. Ping of death is like sending ICMP packets to a particular server. The server overloads the storage capacity or the request capacity. So such way it causes buffer overflow and the server crashes down. So the legitimate clients cannot access the server. Sync flood is already told, like sending sync packet request to the server. Such way the server gets closed down and it crashes down. UDP is sending UDP packets the same way, but sending different type of packet. Why they are sending different type of packet? Because one service only access the UDP ports. One service access only sync ports. Acknowledges sync packets only. One only accept ping ICMP packets. So depend upon what kind of service is running, they will send different type of packets. Protocol attack, majorly buffer overload. Buffer overload is I told you before that sending a large amount of packets, such way large amount of requests, not packets, requests, such way the server cannot process the thing and it keeps on crashing. By sending the bandwidth consumption is sending large amount of packet, it cannot process the packet, so it crashes down. Facts. The DOS actually DDoS attacks keeps on increasing. In 2016 to 15, 180% of 15 to 16, 180% has been increased in DOS attacks. 50% of all for gaming websites, 25% in software technologies like IT companies, and 5% in telecommunication, like Airtel and etc. We'll see some of the famous attacks that happened globally. First is Scientology Church DOS attack. Happened in January 8, 2008. This is this attack is did by an anonymous hacker group, crashes the server of Church of Scientology, and shuts down the Scientology's website. Such way they can't access the services because of the philosophies and practices that are taken place in Church of Scientology. That is not like that is not liked by the common peoples. So the anonymous hacker group have taken down the Church of Scientology. Such way they can't make any other wrong decision. Hong Kong democracy's attack is happened on June 2014 because this attack is taken place because of one vote, one democracy. So this is not likened by the peoples in China. Such way they used the hacker group Occupy Central had taken down the government's server, uh, crashes the government server. Such way they can't the same thing. They can't take the wrong decision and and to change the thing. New York attack is happened on December 31st, 2015. This is takedown of BBC Global website and Donald Trump's website. Uh, this attacks this attack taken due to uh, this attack taken down because of miscommunicating news in BBC Global website and the illegal activities in about that American election time. The DDoS attack in India is attacking ISP provider, sending off 200 gigabytes of packets in 2016, November 2016. This is slowly take down the Mumbai's, cuts down the Mumbai's communication to other people. The ISP attacking of ISP so that people cannot communicate. So they filed an FIR copy against the Mumbai police. See, not against the hackers in FIR in Mumbai police. Symptoms. Symptoms that usually to find you are attacked, you are got attacked by DDoS attack is finding usually your network becomes slow, unable of practicing website, inability to access website. Your website, particularly your website is not not get accessed, and not get access, but other websites are access. We got access. That means you are got attacked by DDoS attack. You get eventually many spam emails received from many spam emails are received frequently. Uh, your web page is not loading and your network performance will be very slow. This has happened because of DDoS attack has been happened to you. Mitigations to prevent DDoS attack. You need to improve the firewall of the server. Such way the flooded packets will be identified and the block the IP address of unwanted source of block the IP address that received from unwanted packets. Such way we can prevent from DDoS attack. And you need to identify who's legitimate user, who's botnet or hijacked website. Such way we can prevent DDoS attack. And you need to identify the signature of the packet, such which from which IP address is coming, which cookies, which HTTP header, and what kind of footprint, what malicious codes are being in there. Finding the signature, we can also prevent it from the DDoS attack. And blocking the IP address or blocking the packets, we can detect the from prevent from DDoS attack. The best practice is installing antivirus and firewall. And another thing is finding the signature is also a best practice. If you know the signature, what type of packets are receiving, what IP address, what data structure is um, in that packet, you analyze that packet, then you can you can set the firewall that this signature, this type of packets should be dropped down. Such way you can't get attacked by a DDoS again. The signature method is very useful, but different different programmers use a different type of signatures. So once this attack, we have to find the signature and we need to active again. This is a big process, but finding signature and import implementing in firewall is a good practice for mitigation of DDoS attack. Myths and facts. Enterprise believe they are fully protected with only cloud-based DDoS mitigations. No, actually, cloud-based also it's if it is a low level application is running on cloud base, that can be also DDoS that can also can be also DDoS. So this is not a proper method of a uh, proper thing to accept. Only we will not become a target. Our business is too small. Not depends upon this how the company is small or large, because this depends upon the uh, because depends upon how what are you doing, and what's the who are the enemies against you. That's the thing. And my internet service provider will prevent from a DDoS attack. No, they won't prevent from the DDoS attack. They are not ability to detect or analyze the packets. If they are able to have the ability to detect and analyze the packets, what packets, then that will be very big process for them to do. So they will not, they just forward the packets they receive. So this cannot be prevented from ISP provider. Thank you. Now we'll do a practical session how DDoS works, and I will use what tool to DDoS a server, and how it works. I'm going to DDoS this particular website. Such way we can't get access to this we can't get access of this website. Now I'm going to copy the URL and find the IP address of this particular website. I'm using enough lookup tool. See enough lookup the by dot app. This method we can find the IP address of the particular website. You think this is the no, this is the IP address of this this is the IP address of this website. Now I'm using this IP address and going to DDoS this going to DDoS this DDoS this website. I'm using HPing tool to DDoS this web page. You can there are many tools available in the market in Kali, are not inbuilt in Kali. you can install in Kali, but and you can create your own tool also. That is apart from this thing. Uh, this is only for educational purpose. Not don't try anything apart without the permission, prior permission also. Uh, without any prior permissions. Okay. Okay. For this thing, I am using hping sudo hping 3 hyphen s for I am sending sync flood packets. Okay. Syn sync flood packets to port 80 because this web page is running on port number 80 and I am flooding packets. I can't change the data structure also. See if I use hping 3 hyphen s for help. Uh, See, this is a help menu of the hping hyphen D for data size. The what size packet should be sent. Each packet, individual packets to send to that website. Um, you can send. I can arrange the data to 1,200 megabytes or bytes, 1,400. I can send it to actually GB, it to gigabytes also. But I'm not doing flooding the packets very high. I'm just using simple commands. And this is a TCP mesh. That means sending TCP packets. Uh, hyphen S for sync packets, hyphen A for acknowledgement packets, and many packets. ICMP, see ICMP address, ICMP packets. Okay. Many packets are there. So you are using the help menu for what packets are you using. Okay. Now I'm using sudo hping 3 hyphen s for sync packets hyphen p for selecting what port I have to send to. I'm sending through not the target's port number. It's my port number. I'm sending packets from port number 80 to that particular website. So such way, if I click enter, asking for password. Okay, this packet flooding start. If now restart, hit the page won't load. See, this website is crashed down because actually the packets, the router cannot handle so much packets, and it stops the attack. So I cancelled it and I reconnected to Wi-Fi. Now I trying this again. Maybe maybe sometimes the network will be disconnected. If we try it again, check it again. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Now you see this. If I reload this packet, this cannot be. If I this giving this command, the my router can't process so much packets. So it eventually my router breaks down and crashes. So I kicked out on from my internet. So I can't explain. Can't explain you how this happens, but how can I say? Yes, I can't do this in practical thing, but this is if you use this command, if you use this sudo hping let this command, the web service will be crashed down. So this is only for education purpose and not don't do anything in real time. Maybe you are if your server if your router is more capable to handle many packets, uh, this will eventually blocks the website. The previous error I am rectified it, so I am showing this DOS attack Windows. Wait, so Windows based system. Okay, then the DOS attack, and giving the, now I am loading the page, reload this page. Loading this page, you cancel. If I did the DDoS, my router is making some trouble. Router crashes down. Okay, this is the question. Which question is that VB perform DDoS in Windows based VB perform? Okay, we can perform Windows. Yes, we can also perform Windows based system also. Not only Windows, Linux also there. Every device also we can use it.